Welcome, fellow otakus. It is I, Super Otaku Kami, coming to you guys and girls and everyone to talk about the character progression and tech issues, which is the follow up to the community feedback of 3 weeks ago. Now, last week they came out with a yearly outlook or things to look forward to coming up in the first half of the year. Personally, I gotta say I thought that was kind of this, and I didn't do a video on that, but I'll probably do a video after this. I've really just been slacking lately and been helping some friends out, some stuff, nothing serious, but just being a good friend and helping out. So that stuff has been another issue going on with my life, but a good one. But the case is trying to get back on a good schedule here, because I'm probably one of the worst when it comes to consistency with my Marvel Strike Force videos. I don't know if anyone else is worse than me, but I'm just going to claim that title of worst consistency. Outside of that, I definitely want to talk about this blog, because personally I was expecting to be disappointed by it. I went into it thinking that they were gonna trying to use the best words, kind of like politic it, just beat around the bush and not address it, but not well, just all that stuff. But I really was surprised and happy with what they get. Now, granted, are there some things in there I wish they talked about? Yes. But I'm going to start off by, we're just going to go through it. When I'm done, give you my overall. Hopefully, I'll keep this brief, as WandaVision's coming out, and I ain't watched it yet, y'all. And that show, I'm digging it. That's for another time and place. But, okay, so character progression and tech issues. 3 weeks ago, we posted a response to some concerns raised by players regarding character progression and technical issues. In that post, we announced that we would address the feedback with specifics after a few weeks, and we're ready to share some information with you today. Now, you know what? I wouldn't take it as they got a bunch of negative feedback, and they were like, yo, we need 3 weeks to come up with some answers and how we could fix these things. Because a lot of this isn't just saying, yes, this is a problem and we want to work on it. They came at us with solutions, and that's why I was really surprised by this. So, character progression, training modules, which I cannot tell you enough. In my younger account, it is so hard to round out the roster, because I'm at the point where I'm trying to get characters ready for DD2 and DD1, very early in that. And it's hard getting the characters leveled up. It's just hard to get them to 70. It's hard to, I'm going through DD1 right now, and I feel like I should be killing it, but there's just some characters that for the past week and a half or two, I've been trying to level them up with, getting them to like 70 and trying to get their gear up. But now the gear's whatever, but leveling them has just been a struggle. It's a lot better on my older account, but my younger account, it is not pleasant right now, leveling characters up. So, this is what they came at us with. There's been a lot of player feedback on the topic of training module availability. After some analysts, it's clear that we need to significantly increase the amount of available training modules to better enable players to level up their characters at an intended rate. Through a number of changes, we're going to increase the amount of training modules you can get on a monthly basis by a value of nearly 800,000 XP, or 1,000 L3 training modules. Now, personally, I do not know how 800,000 XP translate out, but I did get the 1,000 L3 training modules, so that definitely seems nice. Firstly, we'll be creating a recurrent flash event that specifically awards the train modules, similar to events like Payday and Chaos Theory. This event will require skill military characters. See below for more information on the team's rework, and we will make Yelana's character shards more accessible for the first run of the event, which we're currently targeting around May. And similar to Chaos Theory, the first time completion rewards will be generous to give some initial relief up front. Second, we'll be increasing the amount of training modules you'll get from daily objectives from 1 L2 and L3 each to over 15 L3 training modules every day. Training modules will also be added as rewards to various areas, including login calendars and level rewards for new players. Let's see. Finally, because we know May is a couple months away, we're looking for opportunities to provide you with additional training modules in the meantime. This will likely include training modules in events, milestones, and new features. And, okay, like I said, at the end, Orange Gear. Similar to training modules, we looked at Orange Gear availability and identified areas where we can nearly double the inflow of standard materials like Catalyst, Stat Catalyst, and Orange Gear, or Origin Gear, sorry, to help players better progress through Orange Gear. We'll be increasing Orange Gear availability in following ways: doubling the superior basic Catalyst and daily objectives, doubling the non-first time rewards of Orange Gear and Relic Hunt. Okay, now I get that. When I first read that, I didn't get it. Doubling the value of superior basic Catalyst, Stat Catalyst, and Origin Gear in the Raid Store. Added a new row of Orange Gear in the Raid Store. Okay. The per unit cost of all Orange Gear, except uniques in the main supply store, will be reduced and quantities will be increased, resulting in 300% more value on superior basic Catalyst, going from 240k gold for 5 pieces to 240k gold for 20 pieces. They could have just said 4 times the amount, because this map is, never mind. 60% more value on basic Origin Gear, going from 32.1k gold for 1 piece to 60k for 3 pieces, and 100% more value of Stat Catalyst, going from 96.3k gold for 3 pieces to 80k gold for 5 pieces. Additionally, this is the point in the natural life cycle of Gear Tier 15 where we will provide more access to Gear Tier 15 minis, so you'll be seeing this in the following ways: double quantity of mini unique bundles in War Store and Orb, going from 140 war credits for 2 pieces to 140 war credits for 4 pieces. Then 40% more value in the main supply store, going from 50k gold for 1 piece to 70k gold for 2 pieces. There will be additional Orange Gear rewards in the next section as well. Raid milestone rewards. As previously mentioned, we acknowledge that these milestones are overdue for an update. We will be adding additional tiers of milestones that will reward blue, purple, and orange gear raid orbs. Furthermore, there will be top tier milestones specifically for Doom raid progression with exclusive rewards. We anticipate this happening toward the end of March. Then we got skill military characters. Some of the players invested significant resources into these characters with the skill and military trait with traits have provided feedback that the team isn't quite meeting the expectation. While this team can challenge other squads at an equal power level, we've seen that they haven't been winning as many battles as we intended. The combat designers are now taking a second pass at skilled military team to make some additional improvements that should increase their effectiveness in combat. Additionally, we will be adding the military trait to Black Widow, so she will be another character you have the option of swapping in. We anticipate these changes going live in version 5.3. Character balance is an ongoing and ever-changing endeavor for us, and we always appreciate your feedback to assist in striking that proper priority. Priority, yeah. Sorry. Thor's hammer throw. No one cares. All right, I'm just not even reading this. Like, why? um, buffs not expiring when intended. I didn't know this was a thing. I guess it is a thing. And then arena exploit. I know people. I don't understand this still, but I know this bothers some people. So when it comes to exploits, it's a tricky situation regarding communication. On the one, blah blah blah. We're just gonna. Okay, they're gonna fix it. That's it. I don't even want to talk about. This is a big one for me. Because this I noticed, and it really makes his character pretty crappy. But Black Panther passive ability. Regarding Black Panther's passive ability, Defender of Wakanda, he is currently not gaining speed bar when he kills a target through an assist attack. This is not intended and will be fixed in version 5.2. Costume clarifications. There are no powers going to be attached to costumes. It's just for cosmetics. That's going to sum that up. In summary, blah, blah, blah. All right. So, sorry to rush at the end. It was just, that stuff kind of annoyed me when I first read it. Now, training modules. I am, like I said, very happy, and I'm definitely really happy that they're going to make an current event with training modules, because that was something I really thought could have been done right away. The one problem I had with them announcing that event is they talk about making Yelena's character shards more accessible, but what about Red Guardian? Like, unless them not saying that, like, is he gonna, like, go to the Milestone store, or is, like, Domino gonna drop off as that, only drops in the Blitz store, and he'll be that character? Or, like, do they have a plan that they felt they didn't need to announce him having his shards available because, he's skilled military? Unless they're just saying, oh, we're going to make Black Widow skilled military also, so, you don't have to worry about Red Guardian because you can just use Black Widow, I guess. Don't know. But that's my assumption of that. But overall, it's pretty cool. I like to see what they give, and I think that would be pretty sweet. I wish they would have talked about increasing it in just normal nodes, the training modules. That would have been nice. Or if they just threw on, like, you'll get, like, if you clear a node 10 times, you'll get like 5 nodes or something. I don't know. Something. Just, give us some more. But yeah, no, it definitely seems, I feel like they addressed this and they came up with solutions. And now I know some of this stuff may happen a little later down the road, but they're definitely saying they're going to, like, do stuff for us now. And there's supposed to be a login calendar. It's supposed to launch tonight, because I was looking. Sorry, there was a message in game. I'm gonna read that. I got this open on another device, and I realized that. Okay, there was resource update. Okay, training modules. To enable you level up your characters at a faster rate, we're adding 15 L3 training modules to the daily objectives. They announced that in here. And then, and this is happening like right now. So these take effect today, which is really cool. Gear tier mini unique. On the orange gear front, we have 2 updates to help increase. So that in the orange gear, when they talk about the, you get more mini uniques. Instead of getting 2, you get 4. That's in effect right now. That's really cool. And then it says again, next we double the drop quantity of mini uniques in the War Orb. So I guess if you open the War Orbs, you're going to get double mini uniques in that now also. Really cool. Superior Basics. Yeah, so they got a login calendar that's starting tonight. That's going to give us training orbs, catalyst parts, and armory orbs. And let's see what's next. Yeah, that's it. So that's pretty cool. That's happening right now. So tonight at midnight you can get that calendar and we can see what they're going to give us. I think that's really cool. The orange gear I was really happy with because I feel like I'm really struggling to get into Dark Dimension 4. And another part of that struggle is getting characters to level 80. Now, granted, on a part of me trying to get to Dark Dimension 4, I've been really stubborn about wanting Iceman to be a part of that squad to get into Dark Dimension 4, and he takes a lot. I think he's one of those characters that takes 92 mini uniques for gear tier 15, and I've been really stubborn about bringing him in, and I've been doing him first of mutants instead of doing Emma and Sinister. So that I'm gonna take a little responsibility on me not getting into DD4 right away. But outside of that, getting up to level 80 and then getting those gears, especially global. There's so many mutant characters. It's difficult to try to bring them all in, especially if you're a person like me that wants to bring Iceman in. I don't know. I like Iceman. I'll get into that later, but I really like Iceman. Not just like as a character in the comics, but like in this game, I'm all about Iceman. I just think he's such a cool character in this game, and I'm all about maxing him out to make him the character I want him to be. And then, then when they talk about like, doubling it in the objectives, more orange gear, doubling the non-first time rewards of orange gear and relic hunt is cool, and we're gonna see that next week hopefully. So they definitely, like I said, I felt they really did acknowledge some things and really came up with a plan to help us, make this game more enjoyable. And I think that's one thing. Like, I'm all about the grind, and I hope people that are playing this understand this is a grindy game. And that's kind of the point. Like, you're trying to unlock characters, you're trying to level them up, and if you spend money to stay ahead, and like with the whales and krakens, that's the thing you do. But if you're like a dolphin or just someone that you see a good deal, you don't mind spending some money on it, but you like the grind and taking control of your resources to get the characters. Honestly, that is part of the fun of the game. And when you feel like you're not getting what you need and it's making it really hard for you to get to places you want, not due to your diligence, but due to not having, just new levels that require much more stuff, but you're not being compensated for that difference, it really takes some of the fun out the game. And I think this will definitely help because people are going to be feeling rewarded for their hard work, especially if they're like logging in at the right time to get the rewards and to their store refreshes and everything. When you're rewarded for that, having, being on time and just knowing when to log in and stuff, it makes the game fun. And I really think they acknowledge that. Now, one thing I can say, especially that I can say I got personally really stung me, was the Skill Military team, because they came out before Astonishing X-Men. Like, if they came out with Astonishing X-Men to end the year instead of like at the beginning of the year, so if we got them in December and then Skill Military came after, I don't think it would have been much of an issue, because since they would have came out first, I would have been all focused on Astonishing X-Men, because that team is awesome. They're fun, and they go against everybody well. Like, they're just an all-around great team. And I'm pretty sure that's why they came out Skill Military first, because they were like, if Astonishing X-Men comes first, people are just not going to invest in this team. So let's let these characters come out first. But I was like, okay, they're a cool team because they could take out Marauders. Because Marauders are tough in war. And to have teams that can really, like, specifically go at them and take them out, I was mega excited for skilled military. But I swear, like, I would punch down. Like, I think I lost bad on like a 100k punch down with skilled military. I mean, like, I just got wiped. Now, granted, they might have had like a really strong Sinister or Emma on that team, but the rest were just like, eh. But the fact that just one character was really like strong, like maybe even stronger than like the rest of my characters on my team, but that was the only character and everybody else was low enough that I had a 100k difference punch down, and then I just like get wiped out. I was not feeling that, especially when they were supposed to be meant to take out this team. Like, man, it just, and then they just like in Blitz they stay losing. Like, I just be like, what the hell? I be losing to teams with like Yondu on it. I'm like, yo, how? Like, why are y'all so bad? They're just, and they're not that much fun. Like, the whole transfer thing, I mean, I haven't put all the T4s in, but it never seems like I'm transferring and spreading those positive effects. They seem broken. They don't seem like they really, like, there's teams that just like, they're fun to play. Like, I like Astonishing X-Men because it's cool. One, Jubilee just blinding people when she assists is just really cool. It's just kind of funny because, like, I just be trying to blind the whole team, even though they might not even get a turn. And I don't know, it'd be fun. Like, especially in Arena, Real-Time Arena, I've been playing with them, and they're just good because people will get me low, then Beast will get a few goes, he'll heal up. They're a really cool team because I feel like they really bring that essence of X-Men where they very well-rounded group of superheroes that are just like pretty much available for any situation. And I feel Astonishing X-Men is a team that obviously is strong in raid. I love them in war. War offense, I use them for war offense. I had mutants as Real-Time Arena, and I just wrecked everything, and it was just fun playing with them in that. I would sometimes just play with them in Blitz just to try out different matchups. They're just a genuine fun team to play with, and I'm just trying to pour so many resources in it, and it's cool. Technical issues, they just keep talking about this Thor thing. Like, I didn't even know this was a thing. Stop bringing it up. But outside of that, I just want to talk about a few things that they didn't talk about this. My biggest thing is they just act like that lunar event didn't happen and that they didn't try to ask us to spend a ridiculous amount of money for an event. I'm sorry, a free-to-play game, everything should be accessible from playing the game for free. And in that lunar event, if you wanted to clear the daily goal, you could not do that by playing the game for free. And I feel like that is something they really need to acknowledge and they need to apologize for. Because they were straight up asking us to spend like between $50 to $75 a day to clear that daily milestone. And to me, that's just unacceptable because it wasn't even like we had a choice. They said, if you want to clear this daily milestone, give us money. It wasn't, oh, if you do this, you can get enough cores to do it or nothing. They didn't give us no opportunity to kind of just put ourselves into the game to clear that milestone. And it really bothers me because it was pure greed. And I'm just disappointed in them that they won't acknowledge that and apologize for it. I think they still to this day need to apologize for that because that wasn't right. Outside of that, ability orb, they just act like the ability orb is okay. Like, they talk about the milestone, rewards and the milestone, raid milestones need to be adjusted. The ability orb has sucked since it came out. I remember I was like, "Ooh, ability! I can get some abilities." and then I got like 2, and I was like, what am I gonna do with this? That orb is trash. They either just need to take it out the store. Like, I'd rather just not even open it. Like, I can get like 10 and legit get like 4 T4s and like 10 purples. It is a trash orb. Like, just update it or get rid of it. That's it. Like, they didn't even acknowledge that. T4 access. I was really hoping that they were going to say they were going to make Block Party monthly. And one thing I could say of why they might not be looking at that, because one, if you are a alliance that can do Doom Raid, those are some pretty nice rewards, T4 wise, that could really help you T4 characters better when you get to that level. And even if you get into later Ultimate 7 levels, like if you especially 3, 4, and 5, you do get some pretty good rewards there that can definitely help you get T4s more available. But when it comes to being a newer player or like mid-game player, or just like if you're not in the right alliance, T4s seem really scarce. And so I get why they might not think it's an issue and they need Block Party to be monthly, because it will just give Krakens, whales, and all those people just more access to something that they already have really good access to, whereas it will just widen the gap. That's all. And I mean, it's widening a gap that's really not closing. So I just think that it would help a lot more players, but then it will give more to some players that don't really need it. So I think hopefully they look at it and come up with something on that. And then this just did not even talk about Real Time Arena. That game mode is grindy. Like, Blitz used to be bad with, like, you know, trying to kind of have a schedule like, oh man, my 2 hours left, let me do another Blitz, but it takes like 20 to 30 minutes. But that was your choice, you know, and you were kind of competing against everybody. I think that was the thing. Like, you thought, like, if I can stick to the schedule, if I can, you know, do Blitz, you know, every 2 hours, I am getting this edge, so I get higher rewards over other people. You know, you were competing against other people with that, so you were kind of driven to do that. Real Time Arena, you are getting those rewards, like, on your own time. And now, granted, you're going against somebody else, but there's no incentive to win the match outside of getting knockouts. Whereas, say if you got 3 knockouts around, of course, sooner or later, you're going to get to your knockout goal. So you're not even really trying to win. You're just trying to reach the milestones to get the rewards. And it's so much. And it's really bad when you get bad matchups and you are on the end of the bad matchup where, you know, you're like, oh man, I need, like, the other night, I needed like 15 abilities. I had like 2 bad matchups. One, I had literally no ability. Like, the other team just wiped me out. And I was just like, are you serious? Then I had one where I had like two people went and got wiped out. And I was just like, it literally took me to get like 15 for and I think I had 5 characters that needed to get that 15. So that's literally just one ability, you know, 1 turn per character. I went like 5 matches to get 15 because 1 was a 0, 1 was a 1. So that's in 2 matches, 1. So now it took me 3 more matches to get 14. And yeah, I just felt that was unacceptable. Yeah. You know, and that's what makes that game mode so bad, because that took me also like 15, 20 minutes to just reach that, you know, easy, you know, mark. And you know what? Just fix it. Just fix it. And the biggest fix I think they could do right now to make everybody a little bit happier is just to cut those milestones in half. I do not want to do 600 abilities of tech, of controller, of mutant. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do 600 abilities. I'm sorry. That's too much. It's just mind numbing. Bring that down to like 300. That's too much. Bring it down to 200. Like, just bring it down. But outside of that, like I said, overall I did appreciate this blog. And I really do, like, when they say we're listening and we want to work, make you guys happy, I really felt that this blog did touch on that, even though they did talk about Thor's hammer throw again. But I do genuinely think that they want us to be happy, and they do want this game to last and to keep the community up. And I don't know if I said it before, people like Valiant Flying, OMG, Wolver Thor, those are like 3 people I like started watching early when I really got into the communities game. They really made me want to get on camera and share my thoughts on this game. And some of the people that have actually interacted with me, like on Twitter and stuff, I appreciate it because it's a pretty cool community. I think I'm on Facebook, like in the groups at times and stuff, and people that really do enjoy this game seem very genuine about it, and it's cool being a part of that community. And so I think they really get that there are a lot of good people that play this game, and there's a lot of people that when they're giving feedback and when they're really upset, like with that lunar event, that it's coming from a place that they want this game to get better and to give them more new experiences. So I think they really get that. And I do have to say I do appreciate this blog. But that's it for now, because I gotta go watch WandaVision and then Jujutsu Kaisen. If I said that right, I did not. I kind of just messed that all up. But it's Friday and I'm on that. I'm a spider, so what? Say what? So there's a lot of good TV on Friday, and in 2 weeks, I believe it is March 16th. Is it March 16th? I think it's March 16th. Falcon and Winter Soldier come out, and then March 26th, King Kong versus Godzilla, y'all. It's a great month. And then next month is gonna be the anniversary for this game. So it's a good time to be a nerd. It's a good time to be an otaku. It is a good time to be a geek. And embrace. All right, everybody. Peace out and have a good one.